maybe a bit unfair to hit them later in life when they can't really recover from it as well. And also a big balance can turn into a lower balance if the share market goes the wrong way. So I think you have to be very careful about all these sorts of things. I think at the end of the day, I don't think any of these things should be looked at in isolation to the income tax system. A lot of the media will portray negative gearing, franking credits, superannuation benefits as helping higher income earners, but ignore the fact that higher income earners, as per that other stat, are paying the bulk of the tax revenue in Australia. And if you start reducing superannuation concessions or eliminating negative gearing or capital gains tax discount or franking credits, then their effective tax rate will go up and they'll pay more than 63% of the tax taken in Australia. So I think it's a difficult balancing act. But I think at the end of the day, it needs to be seen holistically. If you're going to change things about superannuation, negative gearing, you have to see it in the context of whole system tax reform. The only thing that worries me is sort of that was alluded to earlier. I don't think there's any politician in Australia who will have a vision to be able to say this is what we need. Well, Henry did say it, but he wasn't a politician, and only 3 items of that were actually implemented, and 2 of them were reversed out of 150 recommendations. And here we do the same thing again. They're just giant talk fests and nothing ever gets done. But at the end of the day, my 2 cents worth is the GST should be, I'm not going to papers, the GST should be imposed on all goods and services. The rate should be increased to 15%, but income tax rate should all come down. The start of the income tax scale should be pushed out to avoid getting lower income earners. Pensioners and others should be compensated, because if the GST increases by that amount, you can work out how much the cost of living will go for a pensioner, and you can compensate them with a one-off payment, increase the pension to get it up. And the company tax rate should come down to about 25%. Currently we're at the high end globally, and hopefully in the process of all that, we should also think about eliminating various odds and ends taxes like payroll tax and so on. But is that sort of stuff going to happen? Probably not.
Yeah, you've satisfied all the people here today, so thanks for coming along and coming along. And I know you've got to get on to a TV presentation.
I think Channel 9 will come. Oh, you never know when there's something like that.
Yeah, you never know. They might come and see you. So anyway, thanks for coming. And here's one of my famous pens I'll give you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's right.
We're an expert on that.
I'll swap that over there. And yeah, thanks again. And thanks again to Shane. Give him a clap. So yes, thanks again, Shane. But really, the important thing here today is to see that we've got somebody, behind us in AMP Capital looking after us. AMP alluded to his dynamic asset funds, which is a fund he's only been brought out a few years ago, and it's been developed. And one of the things he put out was that what they're trying to do is just do one step beyond what most people are doing here. We've got most of you are in the multi-sector fund, the index fund. It's got very strict sector allocations to being in shares, property, government bonds, and the other sectors. But what Shane's doing is embellishing that by saying once certain times there's going to be certain sectors going to get overvalued. The key thing there that Shane's going to add a little bit more value by saying when the time is to pull back or when to go in, and that's what that fund's all about. Is just embellishing the return. So as we do our reviews, we'll probably talk about that and add it into the portfolio. But it's something it's just an add-on to what we're looking at. We've already got most people in funds that work quite well, and this could be just an embellishment for the future. So when we come for our review, we'll talk about it and go from there. So thanks for coming, and just hang around. I don't think there's no wine left, or whatever, but there's no food. But anyway, thanks again for coming, and we'll see you in about another couple of months for an ACT seminar. Yeah, that's all right. You've got to...
Take the camera down and bring it a little bit.
Yeah, thanks, George.
Oops.
Bruce, that.